This and every episode of the podcast is supported by 35 Bikes. 35 Bikes are dedicated to bringing you the best bike components for the best price. So whether you need organic, semi-metal or sintered brake pads, a new narrow-wide chainring, mudguards or brake rotors, make sure to ask for 35 Bikes in your local bike shop, or head to 35bikes.com for more information or to find your local stockist.
EWS
Or
Bust.
Alright bro, recording, coming at the people loud and... Oh god, I don't know. Let me start again. That was awful.
Take two.
Take two! Alright, here we go. Episode number 6, EWS or Bust. Finally laying this one down after some technical problems. But yeah, Rich, how's it going?
Good morning or evening, depending where you are listening. Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good.
Good.
Yeah, just post-race day, feeling hanging.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah, mate, I'm tired.
let's get the fundamentals laid down then real quick. So it's going to be Monday morning where you are.
Yeah, well, do you know, actually, I'm so sad. It's like midday now. It's 20
it?
past 12.
It's 20 past 12 on a
Yeah,
Monday.
we're 8 hours behind the UK.
Okay, all right. So race yesterday, bit of a lay-in
Yeah.
this morning, hanging out, getting some stuff sorted.
Yeah, that's it.
And here we are. We finally found time.
Yeah.
For the
I
people
could
out there
happily stay in
listening,
bed all day, I think.
yeah, mate, exactly the same. For people out there listening, we've just had a bit of a conversation. I've probably got some sort of bug, like a flu bug, so I'm struggling through this one, but we'll hopefully make it work. It should be all right.
Yeah,
If there's
we're equally hanging.
any breaks, it's going to be me going to throw up or something. So
Oh, delightful.
we'll be good. All right, man. So let's start at the beginning. It's usually the best place to start, isn't it?
Okay.
Last round, best result so far, I believe. Am I right?
Last round, 79th in Millau. Yeah,
Yes.
so French Millau.
That's
yeah,
right,
best
okay.
results of the season so far.
Awesome.
A wet race as standard.
As standard.
Cool tracks.
Yep.
Uh,
But then
yeah, came off the back of that feeling good.
Yeah, definitely. But then we missed the next round.
Aspen, yeah, just too much of
Aspen.
a mission.
We missed Aspen. Aspen
Too
was too far.
expensive.
But next year you'll be there, right? For sure.
Hopefully not, because I'm not that fussed on going to Aspen.
You're not.
But next year's dates are out, so there's some wicked venues next year.
I haven't even looked at them. I did see them pop up, but I haven't actually looked. Because there's some new ones too.
Yeah,
Maybe we can do a preview.
there
on
are.
that in a bit.
Like, basically, we're going to have to remortgage the house to go anywhere next year, because it's like Chile and Colombia to start with or something.
Wow, really?
Yes. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh well, get your flights booked early. You'll be right.
Get my flight, yeah. That's it. To sell some bodily parts.
Yeah, get cutting things off on eBay, and now it'll be time for him to grow back.
You can ride with like 2 fingers, right?
You'll be fine, man. You'll be fine.
Sorted. Yeah, so next year's looking rad already. But yeah, we'll rewind back to this year first. So we'll get this year done.
Let's get this year done first, for sure. Okay, so we missed Aspen, unfortunately, but in between Millau and obviously heading out of Whistler, what's been going on?
The usual work, topping up the bank balance, shredding.
Yeah.
Just enjoying life.
Okay, good.
But
Nice
nice
weather
A
over
lot
there?
of different. You what?
Did you have nice weather over there on your lovely little island?
Oh yeah, we always got nice weather. It's good.
Okay, I saw a few photos. That's all wet weather
no.
stuff.
Oh, we got some wet weather now and again. But no, yeah, we're not a lot exciting happening in between, to be honest. So,
I think there's one thing we need to talk about, which is a new bike, though.
oh yeah, that happened. Shit. Sorry.
It's all right. I made some notes. They're covered in sweat, but I made some.
And you got some notes.
All right, so
Thank
new
you.
bike. What was this all about?
Yes.
Tell me.
No, it's not. It is a new bike. Mine was feeling the effects of the year's racing, should we say, and it was pretty hanging.
Yeah.
Needed to be sent back on warranty, and basically the good guys of Merida in the UK. They turned me a whole bike round. They said, look, take this. You know, they gave me a whole bike for the remainder of the season.
Awesome. That's cool.
Because obviously, like,
I'm pretty sure. Well, I know that some of the guys from Merida listen to this. So yeah, massive shout out to Merida.
Yeah. So they were super helpful and turned around a whole bike real quick. Because obviously, a lot of the time, like warranty stuff can take quite a while. But because I needed it real fast, because I only had about 3.5 weeks between the last round and this, really, or 4 weeks maybe. But it would have meant no bike time or anything like that. So yeah, and they just sent me over a whole new bike, like top of the range,
sick,
like Merida 160 enduro bike, which is amazing. So, massive shout out, and they let me use it for the rest as well.
Awesome. So is it the same bike as you were using before?
It's exactly the same, just a different colour.
Awesome. Okay. Well, it's a shame though.
It's the same, which is really good as well. So I didn't have to. Huh?
You just put some swanky new stickers on the other one, and then is that right? And then
I did, yes. Yeah. Shout out to the guys at Has Designs as well, because those guys have been keeping my bikes looking pimp all year. So for this round we got some sort of green and pink decals for the wheels. It's got the old American Classics looking fancy too. Shock forks, some long live chainsaw stickers as we're out here.
Yeah, I saw those. Yeah, that's sick.
Little odds. Awesome. Yeah, they're cool. So the bike was looking amazing, and it worked amazing. So yeah.
So like, I'm curious, as
a big operative.
As an EWS rider, what's your usual lifespan of a bike? Do you think it's less than the general public? Would you say?
Easy, yeah. I think and this is like, I would say a lot of bike manufacturers and a lot of people who race, should we say full time or big races and stuff, bikes rarely last a whole season.
Yeah.
Like most top end bikes are amazing these days, aren't they? Like, so there's so many amazing bikes to choose from out there, Merida included, obviously. And but the thing is, people make bikes now and they're so light and stiff and they work so well, but actually longevity isn't sort of a priority anymore, I don't think.
Okay.
Performance is. So actually, so many of the guys I know will go through 2 or 3 frames in a season.
Right. Okay.
Easy.
Right, and that could be like cracks or bearing replacements, just everything, just wearing out stuff.
Yeah, just beating the shit out of it. But we're talking like racing EWS and like top end, like riding here. We're not, like, if you want to get a bike, it will last easy a year, 2 years onwards for most people. But just the beating that they get at these races is phenomenal. Like, if you check out some of the headcam stuff, I've done all my race runs and recorded. They'll be up on the Remap Clothing YouTube page.
Cool.
You'll be seeing like my legit actual race runs with like speeds and all sorts of gubbins on there, and you'll just see how gnarly the courses are.
Yeah. And obviously for someone like yourself who's racing EWS, you're probably practicing maybe harder than a lot of people and riding gnarlier stuff to get like accustomed to riding gnarlier stuff at the weekends. You know what I mean? So you probably are going to burn through bikes a lot quicker than most people.
Yeah, exactly. So So I will try and like obviously practice on the hardest stuff we've got, hit corners hard as I can and fast as I can, and try different things. And yes, you got like sort of there's no way on Jersey I can simulate any EWS stuff. That's just a fact. But I can still try and obviously just push as hard as I can and stuff. So still try and go as quick as I can. But the roughness and the length, we'll get into it in a bit. But we started with a 20-minute stage this race day, and apart from being here, there's no way you can simulate that.
That makes sense. Yeah, for sure. So. Okay, so new bike, shout out Merida. Bike looks sick, by the way, dude. Anyone out there who hasn't seen it, go over, you can see it on Rich's Instagram or Facebook page or whatever. And ours as well, because I shared something a few days ago. But it does look sick, so shout out Merida. That's cool, man. And like I said, those guys are listening, so hopefully they enjoy the little shout out too.
Yeah. So. Well, like I said, and the guys at hasdesigns.pt, it's a little Portuguese company.
Right.
And those are the guys who are making the sick stickers as well. So, yeah, they're churning out some cool decal kits at the moment.
Sweet. Shout out those guys too, making the dream a reality. Okay, so man, what happened going over to Whistler then? Who's gone with you? What's the crew looking like this time? How was the trip? All that sort of stuff.
Okay, so rewind, day one. So I was Whistler. Turns out is a pretty damn expensive place to stay.
No way, really?
Due to, I know, right?
Who'd have thought that? Who'd have
thought it? Who'd have thought that like the mecca of mountain biking at the busiest time of the mountain bike year would be expensive?
I know, man.
But so anyway, I was obviously, I book each round as they come because can't afford to book them all up in a wanna.
Mm-hmm.
So this round I didn't book accommodation until maybe 3 weeks before, maybe 2.5 weeks before, and I was struggling to find anywhere reasonable. All the cheap hotels had gone, all the Airbnb stuff had gone. A friend of mine who works out here sorted me out a really good price on a really good hotel. Right. It was still like 1,700 quid for 2 weeks or something. I was like, whoa, holy crap, I can't afford that on my own. Because that's just bonkers. So the EWS has its own forum, so I just put on there, anyone looking to split accommodation, anyone got a room, anyone got like anything. And I said, if anyone's looking for someone to stay, I've got a good room that I could go ask on. And so some Australian dude called Riley said, yeah, he's after somewhere. I never met the fella, didn't know him, just through FaceGeek. Yeah. Said, look, this is the room. It's in a wicked location, Blackcomb Lodge, bottom of the mountain, can't get better. And he was keen. So yeah, luckily that saved me a fair chunk.
Oh, awesome. That's cool. So is it just yourself out there then? Is your girlfriend not gone with you? You just...
she could too much time away for her, and obviously she's not self-employed, so the time off work's not quite there, should we say? Just me on this one, going solo
project,
flying stack.
How do you find it though, out of interest? Do you like having the girlfriend there?
Sorry,
how do you find it? I mean, are you the sort of dude who likes having like family around you at races and friends and stuff, or do you prefer sometimes to just get on with it, so to speak?
I am. I got to say, I like having the missus or help there. I like having someone to give us a hand. Like even obviously all the prep work beforehand, like after the race, during the race. Like someone at the tech area, someone who's even like seeing how I'm getting on, food there, even just like let you know you're doing well or just keep your head up. It's nice to have someone there. So like I was going around with some friends and stuff. At the race, we were close together, but I definitely prefer having a little backup there on hand for sure. So it's odd. I'm not not staying in this room on my own, so that's okay. I'm not like a proper Billy No Mates here, but just to have someone out here like more on the support side it makes a big difference.
Yeah. It does, doesn't it? Someone just to take the strain off, like you say, even if it is going and checking your results or grabbing food or whatever it is, it does help having a support. So hopefully next year we'll be able to get the missus with you, or all of them, eh?
I'd like that. I'm sure she would like that. Especially Chile and Colombia. That's a nice holiday, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. It's a good one. All right. So solo project out there. So you flew from, I don't know, have you done it? Jersey to what? London?
Jersey to Gatwick.
Yeah.
Bust it over to Heathrow. Heathrow direct to Vancouver.
Beautiful. Okay.
And then Vancouver is a 2-hour bus or like transfer thing up to Whistler. So arrived about a week before the race, because learning from like Rotorua and stuff, that you need to get out, say a week or so before, just to get your head right. You're like all your habits back to normal, you're sleeping, you're eating and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Plus it meant a week of just having fun in the bike park and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. And how have you been coping with jet lag?
Yeah. I struggled. The first few nights I struggled. I was waking up, like when I got here, I went to bed at 12 by the time I got here and got to sleep. I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning, so 3 hours sleep. I was absolutely hanging. And then like just spent about 3 days playing catch up, trying to go to bed later and later to wake up later and later. And honestly, about after 6 days, it felt like I'd got back to a normal amount of sleep and a normal sleeping pattern.
Yeah, so almost just in time for...
So it goes to show, like everyone's different, but it goes to show, like obviously it takes a bit of time.
Oh, it can be a bitch, man, and I find that it absolutely lingers with you for a week, 2 weeks afterwards as well. It's strange. It's really weird.
Yeah,
but
like
it's good that you've gone out there early though. Like you say, get your sleep schedule back on point. Get back to I think it's called the circadian rhythm. Actually, a little bit of fact for you. So yeah, get circadian rhythm. I believe that's what it's called. So when like the sun goes down, that's when you should be going to bed. All that sort of stuff.
Really?
Yeah. I believe so. Yeah, I'm probably wrong, but definitely not a fact.
No, I'm sure you're right. I'm gonna look into it though.
No, it's definitely not a fact.
When the sun goes down, that's well early.
Yeah, but that's how you. I believe that's how you should sleep. Like it pretty much works out that when the sun goes down, that's when you should go to sleep, and then when it comes up, you should wake up. You know what I mean?
That's silly.
Shouldn't need curtains in your house.
Yeah, I get it.
Just imagine how much late night TV you don't have to watch. It'd be amazing. You can get on that little sleep schedule. Anyway. Okay, so
you weirdo.
Where do you want to go from here, man? So we've got out there.
I don't know, you threw me right off there.
I'm just dropping facts, man.
God. Oh yeah, but yeah, the downside to being out here so early is you get well excited and just ride park all day, and it kind of tires you out.
You need another bike by the time it comes round to racing.
Yeah, honestly, the braking ruts and the holes and the everything. So it's savage. So you get used to so I'm just there putting party laps in all day and stuff, having fun.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, holy crap, I've got a mental long race coming up. I should probably not be doing this all the time. And lesson learned. It took it out of me.
Really?
I should have took a couple of days off before practice or something. Yeah.
But it's loving roller coasters and going to Alton Towers for a week, isn't it? You're just gonna keep riding
it. Exactly. You're puking up.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe that's how I've been doing this week.
Yeah.
It certainly feels like.
So here's a little privateer pointer for you. Unless you are have arms like Arnie and can just hold on, if you're coming out to these big races or bike parks or anything to race, come out a week before, but take a couple days off for your arms and hands to recover before practicing racing, because mine did not.
Okay.
And I was feeling it during the race.
Pro tip.
For sure. So, yeah. Oh, no, pro tip. Just a tip.
All right, man. Day one.
Yeah, so party laps all week.
Yep.
Hellish fun. And then Thursday, this is a one-day race. It was just on Sunday yesterday. Mm-hmm. So practice was Friday and Saturday with stages 2, 3, and 4 practicing on the Friday, and 1 and 5 on the Saturday.
Okay. So 2 days of practice, 1 day of race.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Some lift assistedness in there because stage 1 was at a place called Top of the World, which is the very top of Whistler Mountain.
Right.
And it's a hell of a way. You go all the way down, 20-minute stage, brutal, absolutely brutal. Yeah,
I watched a few things today, and everyone who was interviewed was saying how stage 1 all-time favourite.
Yeah, really good. But I mean, there's no right or wrong place to put that stage in a race, because you put it at the start, you're fresh at least, but it kills you for the rest of the day. You put it at the end, you don't kill yourself straight away, but you probably don't have the energy to survive it. So
yeah.
there's no right or wrong place for that, unfortunately.
Right.
Okay.
So have you ridden EWS at Whistler before?
No, first time in Whistler.
First time. Right. Okay. Excellent. Okay.
Hence the excitedness of just riding all week.
I like it. It's good. It's good.
Too keen. But practice went pretty good. First day of practice, I had a big over the bars trying this inside line, where I went to hop over this log and just caught my pedal, and it just sent me straight over the bars.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that hurt a bit. I actually landed on my knee and my arm and stuff, and snapped my brake lever off, sheared the bolt out of it, and that was a bit annoying. But a quick whiz down, got a new bolt in it. Luckily, nothing else was broken.
Right.
So survived to tell the tale, back up, and I was the plan was only to put one run in of each, because it's been really hot. It's early 30 degrees during practice and stuff.
How hot is it?
Yeah, early 30s. So and they're long transitions or long pushes up. So yeah, the plan was to only ever do one run, possibly some sectioning of each stage.
Right.
So with the crash, I still had tons of time to get back up and redo each stage. So yeah, that was stage 2, start of practice that I mullered myself on. But the rest of the stage was cool. It's quite fiddly. some real technical stuff. But 3 and 4 were wild. They were like 3 was about 5.5 minutes or something, and 4 was 10 minutes. 10 minutes
really?
of rock and death gripping.
Jeez, definitely. So by far the longest stages on the circuit so far.
I think so. I think, but
Well, especially one.
the most, and the roughest. That
Right.
was what it was. It was not the length; it was how rough they were.
Okay. And is that is it because like are those tracks open all the time for the public, or is it the like overall like amount of riders that are doing the EWS Whistler one?
No, well, that didn't help. But they're normal public trails anyway that just get cordoned off for racing. So people, locals could. If you'd have been out here 2 weeks ago, you could have just gone and sessioned. Right. If you'd have known somehow, you could have just gone and ridden those trails over and over.
They don't release until just before, right? Is that right?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know how, but people always know, don't they?
Yeah. Take a guess.
Pikeys.
Okay. So, out of interest, do you know what the entry was for this? Is there more to EWS Whistler because it's mountain bike capital of the world almost?
There's way more locals.
Yes,
there's loads of Canadians, obviously, and Americans entered.
Mm-hmm.
I think the entries are probably a little low. I don't know how many, to be honest.
Okay.
But I know the entries are a little lower than, say, European rounds because they're harder to get. It's obviously further to get to. But I would say still that top 100 or a bit more is still your same, committed guys to the series and stuff. You'll still get a lot of guys doing it all in the top 100. So. Yeah, from then downwards is probably a bit more random, but
okay, makes sense. Yeah, I think we said like when we did the Malau podcast that like coming into Whistler, you're probably going to expect a lot more fast locals, and you know what I mean.
Yeah, and there were for sure, like guys who know trails and
people
stuff.
who know them exactly. That's the thing. Yeah. Okay, cool. So Friday practice pretty much goes to plan apart from an OTB and a broken brake bolt.
Yeah, pretty much. But like I said, new bolt in, everything, like the lever and that still worked fine. Bike still was good. No buckled wheels, nothing. Everything was still solid. So a quick fix and back on up.
Sweet.
And then, so just super chilled Friday night. Took it real easy. Went out for some dinner, but did very little. Checked the bikes and stuff like that. So Saturday rolled around, and that we were starting practice really late in the afternoon, like 1 until 8 at night. Because Whistler lately, and well, not Whistler itself, but the surrounding area had a lot of forest fires.
Right. Okay.
So during this week or last week now, it was really smoky and hazy, and the air quality was really low. And they were actually thinking of a contingency plan to possibly shorten or make the race easier with more uplift.
All right.
So luckily that didn't happen. Yeah. Like. I don't know the scale, but say out of 10, it was on like an 8 and 9 of bad air quality.
Was it really? Was it noticeable too? Like, were you wheezing?
At the top of the mountain, yeah. Like when the air is thinner as well and smoky it was. Down in the park, not so much, but like you couldn't see other mountains around. It was so hazy or smoky.
What? It's funny you say that because I did see a few photos that people have posted on the old Instagram, and I did think like that looks weird because it's just like cloud almost, and that's what it was it? Bad air quality? It smoke basically.
It was smoke.
Wow.
It was smoke. Yeah, that's what it was. Luckily I think that the fires were dying down, or were the fires were sort of tipped to die down, and the wind pick up come race day and the latter half of practice and stuff. So the smoke was blowing through, and a little bit of rain was forecasted, obviously help as well. So
obviously, luckily, EWS rolls into town, it's going to rain.
Yeah, exactly. So luckily that did happen. It went to plan, and they didn't need to shorten it. So, but I mean, still again with the 2 stages practice on Saturday. Sorry, I just did a run of each because they're so long again that you can't there's so many little things you can't remember everything.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna do your body no favors just going up and doing 2 runs of a 20-minute stage, So, just decided to get up late, chill, mosey on up, do a couple of runs, 1 of each, get back, prep, take a dip in the pool. Like it's quite a nice hotel, so we've got a pool in that area.
Nice.
And then just really get all my kit, everything ready. Again, because I'm by myself, so just make sure I was in the best possible condition to start the day's racing. So that was the plan, and it went to plan.
Have you, like, in between like Friday and
Yeah.
Saturday, have you managed to check out any of the other events or anything?
Yeah, Speed and Style was on.
Sick. See Cam Zink's crash?
Which I went up to watch. Yes, I did, mate. That was savage. He went he was going for a flip Superman or something.
That's right. Yeah.
I don't know if he missed. Yeah, he missed the saddle, and he's just flailing all over the place.
Have you seen the photo? I think it's Cam McCall's posted, and he's zooming on his hand, and he's doing like the devil horns like thing with his hand. Like,
Yeah,
he's flailing through
all
the
beaten
air.
up. And I
Pretty
saw,
rad.
and saw like Darrell Brown was. He had a mental. He just wiped out on one of the slalom corners at the end, and
Right.
just went down real hard and shredded all his arm up. But he's staying in the same hotel, so
Okay.
I had a little chat with him and saw him, and yeah, his arm was just like road rash. But he still went on to get third. So
Yeah. I
Trooper.
need to watch it, man. It's been on my list of things to do today. I just haven't literally been feeling a little ropey and actually having to work,
Yeah.
and I haven't got around to it. But it's on my list of things to do over the next 2 days or so. I need to watch that, and yeah,
it's a crazy format, but like I don't know if it still needs a bit of tweaking because like, a racer still basically won it, even though he's doing no tricks.
is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I won't
Yeah.
give no spoilers if
No,
no
no,
one's
no.
seen it, just in case. But everyone's pulling tricks, and the guy's winning is just getting zeros on all his trick score, but get like scrubbing jumps and keeping low, and still wins. So I think they should make him do tricks.
Yeah, for sure. You should have to trick it, or you get a minus or something. I'm not
Like
sure.
it should be. Well, I think he's pulling X ups and stuff, which is lame.
Oh, yeah. Even I can throw an X up, dude. Okay, so you check that out. Have you seen anything else?
Put zeros.
Is it still on too? Is Crankworx still on now? I'm confused because there's like best whip happened yet.
No, that I think qualifying's today, but best like Crankworx is all through the week.
Yeah. Okay. Right. That's why.
It's a
Okay.
week-long thing.
Okay.
So they had Speed and Style was Saturday night, I think.
Yeah.
And then there's events all through the week. So you got like the Canadian Open Downhill, Garbanzo, Air Downhill, Pump Track, Whip Off, Best Whip. There's all sorts. Yeah.
So before we
looking
get
forward to
into
because I'm going to race the Air Downhill this week as well for a laugh.
that's exactly what I was just going to ask you. So before you come home, are you there for like another week then?
I'm here for until Friday night. Yeah.
Oh, sick. So you're going to get loads of riding in. That's going to be awesome. So you're doing Air Downhill. Any other plans?
No, I was going to have a whirl at Whip Off, but
Yeah.
the qualifying for it is as we speak now. I'm feeling hanging, and I don't think my poor bike. I mean, they're 60-foot jumps or something, so I think my poor. As good as the Merida is, I think it might wince at the sight of them.
All right.
I know.
And have we missed Pump Track too? I think
No, I thought that was tomorrow.
maybe it is. I'm not sure. Like I say, I'm a little bit behind. You know, it's really bad, but there's so much information to take in.
Yeah,
Okay, maybe you get.
I need to have a look at the schedule.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That'd be cool to get some footage if you can, like behind the scenes or something. That'd be rad.
Yeah, well, we're going to try and do a couple things this week. So
Yes.
with EWS or Bust is filmed, and that's being churned out as we speak by old Pukey Lukey.
Good lad.
Yeah, I know the guy's a trooper, and we're going to do some chatting with pro people, just if they've got like privateer tips, and also just it won't be nothing proper, but just some random footage of up close and personal at Crankworx, so you can see some of the events and stuff.
Sick. I'm looking forward to that, dude. That's gonna be cool. Yeah, we come round to that at the end if you want as well. We'll chat about the bonus stuff.
Yeah,
Okay, so let's do some race talk. Hell yeah.
okay.
All right, race day.
Do you want to start?
Yeah, I mean, tell me about the morning. What went on? What did you do? What time did it start?
Oh, okay.
How was your mood?
That was a lot of questions very quickly.
Just blast you with it.
You caught me off guard there. Race day. Well, it rained through Saturday night because obviously it does. That's
Yeah.
what race day happens.
Race day, rain.
Yeah, I know. Lemon. You should just expect it. Really. It was forecast. I even put roll-offs on my goggles and everything.
Really? Holy shit.
Yeah, I was like, sod this. I might as well prep. Yeah, so it rained through the night and was forecast to shower a little bit through the day, Sunday. It didn't turn out to be too bad.
Right.
My start time was about 20 to 10. And like I said, that's at the main in Whistler Village, if you like, and then you get the gondola up and then a chairlift to the top. So you you set off on stage, everything's all good. I was all prepped and ready. I took a backpack on this race as well,
Holy
which I never do.
shit.
Yeah.
Wow, must be a big day. You can
I
tell
know.
the
Well,
wife's not there when you've got a backpack.
Exactly. Well, there was a few reasons. One, we had to go to top of the world, so I took some extra clothes because it was shitty out and like really cold up there. So I chucked a gilet and stuff in the backpack.
Okay.
Two, it was still really warm, so I had to take loads of water, which is more than I could carry in a bottle. So I took a 2-litre Camelback.
Right.
And then the third reason was practice was so savage and rough that I took a few more tools and spares. I actually took a spare mech and everything and hanger.
Wow. Okay.
Because it was so rough. I thought I've not come out to another race miles away to go not be able to finish. So I thought, sod it. I practiced one of the days in a backpack as well to make sure I was comfortable with it, and I was. So
okay. So is it a new thing for you now? Do you reckon it's going to be making a comeback?
No.
Categorical no.
No. And it's again because I didn't have any on at any tech station or anything. I had to carry more.
Yeah. All right. Okay. But
so because I couldn't
the
have
physics of it means that the heavy backpack should, in theory, push you down the trail faster.
That's ridiculous.
It obviously didn't. All right.
What do you get in school?
Huh?
D minus.
Too busy studying circadian rhythms.
Oh God. Well, there we go. That says, folks, if you're listening.
Serious podcast once again. Dear. All right. So, heading up to top of stage 1. Backpack?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. We're loaded.
Yeah, feeling a bit nervous because, it's a big day ahead. So I was a bit nervous, but, I was pretty prepped and I was more worried. The stage wasn't hard as such, but I was more like just making it down it. Just the strength and the energy you need to get down was the hard part. So,
do you have the stats on how big of a day it actually was? Was it like 50k plus?
Yes, it was a 57 kilometer day. I think that was including the chairlift. So I think actually about 50k of that was riding.
Right. Wow, it's a big day.
Yeah, it is. 50 plus minutes of actual race time.
Right.
I don't have the stats on how much ascending or descending, but it was a lot.
Yeah.
Just all you need to know. It was a lot.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. Just so the plan was to not just blitz stage 1 and kill myself straight away because then you're ruined for the rest of the day. So it kind of went to plan, but do you know what? Like stage 1, I got down and I got about probably 10 minutes in. And you drop into this bottom section called Ride, Don't Slide, which is the name of the trail.
Yeah.
And it's just whooped out, big holes in it, tight turns, and everything. A bike was running sweet, everything was running good, but it just my body, like my upper body strength, and I'm not weak, was just not like I was struggling.
And it's probably been an elevation too, a little bit, right? Like because it's pretty high there, like as far as sea level goes, I think.
Yeah, I think it's just above 2,000 meters.
Okay.
I don't know what that is in regards to height or not, but
okay. But so it's pretty tough, basically on the body, just a general hard ass stage.
Yeah, it was, and like say in practice or when you ride a track normally, you would just like hop through these holes or manual through them and double them up and stuff like that. I was just sinking into what felt like every single one where like. My arms just couldn't hold my body up, mate. And then my arms and the hands were getting so tired that I never felt like I could let off the brakes and go fast. Because if I did, I didn't have the strength to pull the brakes hard enough to slow down.
That's serious arm pump.
Yeah, and that's how I was the whole day.
Just out of interest too, because it's something that we did previously cover. Sorry to backtrack a wee bit here, but any major changes to the bike before heading to out for race day?
No. No, bike stayed. I fiddled with the suspension a little because it's really fast as well. But let's have a think. What did I change? No, nothing. No big changes.
Flat pedals?
No big changes. No flat pedals.
No flats clipped in. All right. Okay, so no major. Sorry, I just wondered that. So with it been like gnarly, basically, whether you've made any suspension changes or anything like that.
Yeah, the suspension was tweaked up a little, just because of how rough and stuff it was.
Yeah.
So just firmed up a touch, and some of the rebound as well was also changed.
But it kind of didn't matter anyway.
But no,
stage
parts
one,
wise
did
and
it?
stuff, no, it was all pretty stock.
Okay.
No, honestly, if I could have, I'd have put better brakes on.
Really?
I'd have put like whatever the biggest brakes you can get are.
Right.
Yeah, it was so hard.
A handbrake.
So yeah, yeah. Imagine that. Big handbrake on the top tube.
That works off voice control.
Yeah, oh God, which one?
Okay,
But like that, and the stage only one affected by the weather really as well. It was a bit damp in places,
right.
not like proper wet, but it was like the roots and stuff were slick in places and things. So, but that was the only real stage that was affected by the rain. On the whole, like I'd say it was pretty much a dry race. We had a few showers in between, but nothing that it's still warm. Nothing that affected the tracks properly or us or anything. So although we won't call it an enduro wet series round, an enduro damp series. Yeah.
New hashtag. Get that one going. But so yeah, pretty good stage one then. Felt good at the bottom of it, apart from being knackered. Bit of confidence.
No, I felt off the pace.
Did you?
I didn't feel like not off the pace because I didn't know how everyone else did, but I felt like I definitely didn't go as fast as I could have or should have, purely because of like I said, that upper body strength and hands. It just it wiped me out. Absolutely wiped me out. That did.
Right.
That kind of was not the theme for the rest of the day, but we had 2 10-minute stages as well. Stages, which were they?
I think
4
was maybe
4 and 5.
Minutes, yeah. Right. So how many stages overall was it? 6?
5 stages.
5 stages. Right. Okay.
Yeah, I think 2 was about 7 minutes and 3 was about 5.5 minutes.
How was the transition between 1 and 2?
Lots of hiker biking.
Really? Right.
Lots of it. Yeah. Like people started calling it the enduro walking series because we just had so many pushes back to the top. I know. I mean, I get it. Like if you want to go to the top and do these long stages and stuff, you got to put in the time, ain't you? So
yeah, you have. Yeah.
Got to get to the top somehow. But like this, the push from stage 3 up to 4 was the worst. That was literally an hour and a half just pushing again. Horrible.
Really?
But
that is big.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. It's a long hiker bike.
Yeah, it is. Okay. So we covered stage 1. Is there stage 2?
Stage 2 was good. It was that was the more Techers one, a lot more stoppy starting, little uphill sprints. That went pretty good, like a good steady run, no big crashes. Again, just small mistakes from where I'm so tired and stuff. Otherwise, a fairly steady stage. It really was like a theme of the weekend where I just felt like I wasn't letting off the brakes and going fast where I should be, because if I did, I wouldn't be able to slow down.
Right.
And that was the same. I really enjoyed 3 and 4. I really enjoyed. Those were my favourite stages, I think. And same problem. Like, not to moan on or harp on about it, but yeah, I'm definitely going to try and work on that. I think before. I know finale's not as long as stages, but before finale, that's the gym gains right there.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah,
What's
definitely.
the plan? What's the plan to do? What's your go-to for this sort of stuff?
I don't know, just more upper body work, I guess. More like forearm strength, grip strength. That's the ones. That was the ones that were affecting me the most.
Okay, bar hanging's really
so I
good.
should try and work.
Really good for grip strength.
Sorry,
bar hanging. So like a pull-up bar, just hang on it for.
I need to get back on the climbing.
As long as you can. That thing's awesome. Really good for like shoulder strength and everything. Like really, really good. That's me going back to my racing days. Was loads of just really long holds. I say really long. I think if you get to like 2 minutes, like you're good. Just do like sets of that. But yeah, really
just hanging off a bar.
Yeah, just hanging off a bar. Yeah, really good for strength. Grip strength and your shoulder, your forearms. Sorry, burn like hell, and it's really good for your shoulders too.
Okay, I'll try that. Thank you.
You're welcome to that one. That's fine.
But, 3 and 4 done. Those were good stages. A lot flowier, a lot faster. Still like rough as anything. Still really brutal on your bike.
Going to the bike park at all?
Yeah, stage 5 did. So
Right.
after you'd done 4, which was a 10-minute, you then rode back to a place called Creekside, and you got a gondola up.
Mm-hmm.
The gondola, we got the gondola up. A load of us were in it, and it's blooming broke down, didn't it? For 25 minutes. Yeah.
Right.
So we were stuck in this gondola trying to get to our final stage for 25 minutes. We were in there. Luckily, obviously, it didn't. They took that into account. So even though we were late, they didn't DQ us or nothing.
Right. Okay, that's good.
Which would be annoying.
Yeah, it would.
But 25 minutes we were in there.
Wow, gnarly.
But yeah, then up to the top of or in part of Whistler Bike Park, and then it was. I couldn't name you all the stages, but they pieced together a long trail, just under 10 minutes again, all the way through the bike park.
Sick.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
absolute good. Amateur hour on my part, though. I freaking went the wrong way, didn't I?
No.
Yeah.
How?
I was so mad at myself.
Right.
Because I've been practicing, and I'm knackered by that point anyway. So you're clinging on to what little concentration and stuff you have left. And I just came real hot into this section, and in practice, I'm sure it was taped wider. And I went to turn right, and there was tape across it rather than hopping up over this rock.
Right.
And I just ploughed into this tape, and was literally said to myself, you absolute dickhead, during my race on, you twat, what are you doing? Apologies for the language.
It's all right.
I had to, there's been a big thing about cheats going on lately, so obviously I ain't no cheat, but so I just had to pull my bike back, run up this slab and hop on and roll down this slab and carry on, but I got overtaken on this stage, and it was such a wank, rubbishy way to end the bloomin' day on. I was annoyed.
Do you think it cost you at all?
Pardon? Do
you think it cost with the result at the end or not?
Yeah, it definitely cost a bit of time, and it just in my head as much as anything as well, because I was not over it, but I was just well pissed off, and then started making mistakes again, and so that just goes to show when you're tired, it's not just your body that suffers, but your brain and all.
Definitely. How much food did you take with you then for the day? Were you loaded up? Were you?
Yeah, again, I took a pack, so I took loads of food. So I was pretty. Yeah, I took loads of food. I felt like I got my food and water all spot on.
Right.
Yeah, I was well annoyed. I was so when the race runs are up later in the week, keep an eye out on my Facebook page at EWS or Bust, and I'll put a link up, and you could just see me just go into this tape and be like, yeah. I couldn't believe it.
Pretty funny.
Couldn't believe it.
Oh man! But anyway, you roll into the bike park though to end, right?
Yeah, so we roll into the big finish arena that you sort of see on Crankworks and stuff. That's where we finish, and that's a cool feeling. When it's packed full of people and everyone's watching. You got the big screens going, and that was a cool way to end a race.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and a bit of a rubbishy stage to end on. It definitely affected my time and stuff, but I wasn't over it, like I said, but I was glad to be done in at the finish.
Okay.
And have the day sort of done. But
do
you know what, I came away.
Wait! We're gonna drum roll, man. We're gonna drum roll.
Oh, okay.
I wish I had a drum roll. It'd be sick. Maybe I could insert one. Nah.
How do you get sound effects?
Oh, I could do that. All right, hang on then. Drum roll. Overall, what do you end up?
90th.
It's good, right?
Yeah.
I think that's really good, to be fair. I mean, we said there'd be a lot of fast locals, a lot of local knowledge.
Yeah.
There
were.
Exactly. And I think, top 100, like you said. I mean, you said at the beginning of this too, man. Top 100 are going to be pretty serious. So.
I've
in that top 100, right?
So goal achieved. I was I'm a little disappointed. I was hoping for better.
Right.
Like I said, that arm strength thing really, really affected me. It didn't let me down, but you know what I mean? Just felt like I couldn't open her up. But
sick, dude.
I said 90th. Still pleased with that. Definitely. Still some good times there. So it was a cool day and a wicked race. Good experience. Tons of things learnt from it, and how to prep and what to do for next time.
Right. That's the main thing too, isn't it? You always learn something from these things. Always.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's good, dude. I'm stoked for that. Definitely 90th, sick.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, top 100, man. It's not easy, that. Not at all. Not when you've never been there before.
Mission accomplished.
And I'm always a bit confused how you only get to do one practice lap, which is way beyond me. So yeah, especially when they're like 20-minute stages, there's no way you can retain that amount of information to know where you're going at all. It's literally, you may as well ride it blind. Let's be fair.
Yeah, pretty much. And like, you know, from a little old island again, I don't like to harp on, but like, yeah, you can't like. The amount of time we raced is like as long as we'd go for a ride for. So to do a 20-minute stage and stuff I can't prep for that. So yeah, I am pleased. Yeah. I am pleased, definitely.
You feel a bit like Babe Pig in the City when you're just like, oh my god.
Yeah, out of your depth. Way out of your depth.
I'm glad you got that. Not comparing you to a pig. That's dope, though, dude. That's cool, man. Like all that way out there and all that stuff. Like it's not easy to go out there and ride a bike anyway and be competitive. So stoked for you. Really happy. That's good, man. I think, like you said, mission accomplished on that one for sure. So, what's your plan for the rest of the week then? What's going on?
So today I've done bugger all. It's been quite nice. Unfortunately, obviously, still with like businesses back home. I've done a bit of paperwork and just catching up this morning, which is very unglamorous, but
it's got to be done, dude.
The emails build up. You know, all those Remap fans out there, they've got to get their clothes.
Exactly. Can't have people riding shirtless.
Well, no, depending on the person.
Well, yeah, I guess. If you get an email, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to call anyone out.
No, but yeah. So that's today. I'm going to go up and hit the park in a bit.
Sick.
Get my number plate, sign on for the downhill and stuff, and put some fun laps of A-line in, and yeah, that's the plan. And then this week, just chilling. A-line race. I only entered A-line just for shits and giggles anyway. That's just secondary fun, if you like, just because I'm here.
Yeah.
Not taking that serious at all. So yeah, just have fun. But for the remainder of the time, just enjoy it.
Awesome, dude. I think that's cool, man. Like when is one of the two races you're doing? You're doing Air DH, and is there an A-line race too? Or is that
that's the same thing.
Same thing. So when's that? Is that tomorrow?
That's Wednesday.
Wednesday. Okay. Awesome.
What day are you? Monday night now, isn't it?
Yeah, we're Monday evening here now. Yeah.
Yeah. So Wednesday, couple of days time.
Awesome. Get the hands.
So just looking forward, because that's just a fast course, just hitting loads of jumps.
Yeah, for sure. I bet there's some fast locals on that though.
Oh, they are. And like, there's some rapid kiddies around here. That's for sure.
I've seen a friend of mine.
I haven't raced a downhill in like 6 or 7 years. A proper downhill.
Right.
So I'm not entered like the pro category or nothing. I just entered masters because I'm an old man now. I was like, we're just chill with all the other old boys.
Sounds good. A friend of mine's out there, Craig Evans, and he put some footage out the other day, and he looked bloody fast. That's for sure. Doing some crazy nose bonks and stuff. So yeah, I know. So yeah, that's awesome, dude. Anything else to report before we move on?
No, that's the plan, really. That's like the race done, the plan for the week.
How's Riley getting on?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah, I think did good. Happy to make it round as well.
Good. Oh, he's out there doing the UWS and staying as well. Is he with?
Yes.
He's sharing the whole time. Cool. Really cool.
Yeah. So it's all good. It's been a fun week so far.
Yeah, awesome, dude. Awesome. Tell me about this bonus footage.
So yeah, I was walking around the other day and pushing up, practicing the stages and stuff. And I was walking around like with Justin Leov and things, as you do. And it sort of dawned on me, like these boys obviously were all privateers at one point. So I thought, we'll get the old GoPro out and have a word with them. So far I've been just chatting to some guys, and we're going to chat to a few of the pros. I got Sam Hill, Justin Leov, and a few others lined up, and just a quick 1 minute question. Ask them like if they had any tips for like privateers or up and coming riders and stuff like that to, help them on their journey. Everyone's come through it. Like, but pro tips. Those guys know some things that we don't. So if they can shed some light on ways of making things easier, it'd be quite cool.
Let's call it EWS or bust pro tips.
Yes, that's a good idea, actually.
Yeah.
Remember that, because I'll forget.
No, I got it. I've got it written down. We're good. So hopefully there'll be, I don't know, we'll figure it out, but maybe there'll be an audio segment too where we can just put the audio on a podcast and let people listen. And
it's only going to be like 5-6 minutes long. It's only going to be a brief one.
Yeah, it's cool.
But it's always interesting to see what those guys have to say in it. And also, I'll chuck a load of footage together so everyone can see the other Crankworx events as well from the sidelines.
Awesome. That's exciting. It's going to be really cool.
A bit more up close and personal.
Yeah, definitely, dude. That's sick. It's going to be fun. I'm glad you're having a good time out there too.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're having a blast. So it's always good to check in, man, and hear how your racing's gone as well. It's exciting.
Yeah, thanks, bud. I've actually, do you know what was cool? I bumped into like quite a few people. Just one guy like pointed out at me the other day and just shouted EWS or bust at me, which was well funny. We were just riding along like this trail that links up some spots, and he's like EWS or bust. So yeah, awesome. A few guys actually have seen the pod or like listened to the podcast and seen the show and stuff, and yeah, it's cool. So awesome. A lot of private ear love out there.
There is
fans for everything. So
speaking of private ear love,
Thanks,
we've got a couple of listener questions actually. Some privateer love. Yeah, we did. So sorry if I missed a couple of these. Cause I think there were more. I'll be honest, man, I couldn't find them. But I got a couple.
Okay,
one of the ones came in from @GarrickThomas actually on Instagram, and he dropped a message after the last episode and wanted me to ask you what are the helmet rules at the rounds, because he's noticed that some people are using open face, some people are using full face, etc. And I know if you didn't listen, we did cover this in one of the earlier ones, but for the record, what's the deal?
Interesting one. So each round can be different, and this is the same with a lot of all the protection, so back protection and things as well. But on the helmet front, at this race, you had to race in a full face helmet. That was compulsory.
Okay.
But you could take 2 helmets if you wanted to do the liaisons in an open face and like just put your other helmet on your backpack and stuff, so you could wear like an XC lid on the liaisons, but you had to race in a full face.
Right.
You can also wear them funky looking ones that come apart.
Like the
and just take the chin piece off.
Stuff like that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so those are allowed as well. Rules are you've always got to have them done up, even on the liaisons. If they see you without it, they'll sometimes DQ you and give you a slap on the wrist.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was the rule at this one. Like I said, it changes. Some races actually you can race in an open face, but I always race in a full face, so I'm not too sure on which ones that's happened at, or if it has actually. But
okay.
Perfect. Yeah, I just opted full face all the way.
Perfect.
Cracked on.
Sounds good. All right.
Like if you're pushing your bike up the liaisons, I should say you can obviously take your helmet off. It's only when you're riding.
Okay. When you're riding, helmet buckled up. Yeah, that makes sense. Not everyone opts for goggles either, which I find a little strange. But personally, I'd hate to ride without goggles on.
Oh yeah, definitely. You look like be crying all the time.
Yeah, and someone once mentioned having a brake lever in your eye as well, and it freaked me the hell out.
Thanks a lot for that.
Yeah, definitely wear goggles all the time.
Yeah,
and
definitely
protective glasses underneath. We got @WarClarky on Instagram as well. He wanted to know. This is a good one actually.
Okay.
How much training do you put in to do a weekend of races and cope with the miles?
That is a good one. So when I used to race XC, I did loads of training as well, loads more mileage, but not enough mountain bike time. Right. And now I don't race XC anymore. So as of the winter, it changed. So during the winter, like quite a lot of gym work, like at least a couple of gym sessions a week, and you'd go out on like some turbo sessions, some intervals, and then the weekend would be all mountain biking, because I'm not too fussed on night riding, so mountain biking would be the weekend, and I'd spend most of my time either just riding, like nothing serious, but just go out on like a couple hours with your buddies, ride some downhill, but just put in the bike time. And then like I said, all the strength work is done through the gym and stuff. And then once race season kicks off, the gym work carries on, but it's much harder to have like a structured training plan or anything like that. So you would, like, for what I do is just ride all the time.
Yeah. Most people say that like there's no replacement for just riding your bike. I think obviously when you get to
agreed,
maybe a certain level, there's going to be, you look at any sport, they all have a strength and conditioning program and a nutritional program and all that sort of stuff. But for the most part, I don't think there's anything better than just being on your bike. Like, bike time is pretty much irreplaceable. Not only for the fitness side of it, but just being on point too. Like, you'll probably like me. You notice if you don't ride a bike for a while, you go for a trail ride and you just feel like off, like things aren't clicking.
A little rusty. It just takes you a run or two to get back on it.
Exactly. So the more you ride, the sharper I think you are. So what's your sort of like strength and conditioning stuff look like through the winter?
So
is there a lot of deadlifting or anything like that?
Yeah, deadlifts, squats, and then now that I've realised my arms are like twigs for this place. There'll be a lot more arm work going on.
Right.
So that'll be the plan. So between now and finale, the arm work will be upped, and then definitely through the off season, because like the legs still obviously get worked out all the time, and it's not leg strength as such, but like power intervals, sprints like that. You can do that on the turbo or the road bike, or even on your mountain bike, obviously. But like arm strength is a lot harder to gain, so that's where the gym will come in a lot better.
Okay. For sure, give those hangs a go, man. They're good. Hanging's really good.
I will.
Good for your back as well. Anyway, like stretches everything out and relieves a lot of pressure and stuff like that. So
this winter, I think I end up getting a motocross bike again.
Boom.
Because I haven't had one for a little bit because it died.
Okay.
But I think like crossover sports, so climbing, motocross, it's super good as well. Not like, I don't even like to call it, not training because that's a rubbish word for it, but they're just having fun and still getting you bike gains.
What do you think to CrossFit? I know, random question. I'm just curious because some people use it for training, and like you look at Adam Brayton, he's pretty damn fit. You know what I mean? Like he uses CrossFit quite a lot, I believe.
Yeah, I never tried CrossFit.
Right.
I never had a go at it, so I don't know. Yeah, it seems like it covers a lot of things, doesn't it? But
yeah, definitely. I've got into it recently. To be fair, that's kind of why I asked.
Okay.
As well. Yeah, I'm not going to go on the CrossFit tangent, but it's kind of addictive. It's one of those things where you're always trying to beat yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like your PBs and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm like that anyway.
Yeah,
I'm like super OCD with stuff like that. I get too into things.
I've seen a lot of people who do CrossFit though, and they've got like, say on some of the lifting stuff and things like that, a terrible technique though.
Oh yeah, awful. But that's one thing you do need to be like pretty stringent with, is not getting ahead of yourself. And yeah, I've got a pretty good guy that I train with actually, who we're very much still really focused on form, because form's super important. You don't want to be getting injured doing this stuff. So
no, well I train with the Jersey Sports Foundation, which like I say, they help out like some of the upper athletes, should we say, in Jersey,
right?
And they do the strength or like S&C program for me, and so they're super helpful. I'll go back to those guys, tell them, you know, where I was suffering a lot, and they'll tweak it accordingly, and hopefully, you know, for the better, improve over time for the next round and stuff.
Sweet, that's cool.
So yeah, I hope that helps that dude's question.
Yeah, because it is a bit.
So
of
no,
a,
like if he's like.
It's a bit of a minefield out there for training for mountain biking, I think.
Yeah, like you said, I think bike times. If you want to get stronger, go to the gym. If you want to get better, get on your bike.
Yeah, and there's a few good mountain bike coaches out there, strength coaches. I think is it Alan?
Yeah.
Alan Pugh, is that right? Oh man, I'm sorry if I've got this guy's name wrong. But he's really good to follow on Instagram and stuff. Put out loads of tips.
Okay.
But and also if you really want to delve into the archive, anyone out there who wants to learn more about training, episode 2 of this podcast we ever did. The audio is the worst thing you will ever hear because I screwed it up. But it's with Adela Carter, who is a mountain bike strength and conditioning coach, and Nick Hamilton of Ride Sheffield fame. And they run something called Blue Steel, which is a mountain bike specific training program in Sheffield. And I did a podcast with them where we sat down in the university in Sheffield, and we chatted about coaching, basically, and strength and conditioning work.
Nice.
So yeah, take a listen to that, anyone out there. But apologies for the audio, because it was the second ever podcast ever, and I didn't know what I was doing. I still don't, but like I really didn't know then. Anyway, yeah.
Cool. Any more questions?
No, man. That was all.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope that helped the guys out there.
Yeah, I didn't look on your Instagram. If I'm honest,
I did, but I've forgotten them. I should have written them down.
It's okay.
So that's my bad.
It's all right, man. We're good. We got.
There were a few like training-based questions and stuff like that, though. So
somewhat.
And bike prep, I suppose. There were like a few training-based questions, and I remember someone. Sorry, I don't know who it was. Asked about like bike prep.
Okay.
Like all I can say for bike prep is just make sure your bike works as good as you can make it, with as newer stuff as you can put on there, and just everything works as well as you can, because there's nothing worse than coming out with a half-ass bike, hanging, buckled wheels, broken bits, whatever. You're setting yourself up for a fail.
True that.
So that's my advice to anyone who's thinking that. If you're gonna, and I think that's for any racing, really.
Yeah, definitely.
Not just EWS, but most races.
For sure. No, yeah, definitely. Good point. All right. I'm happy with that. If you are.
I am, yeah. I should bang out some thank yous, I suppose, Mo.
Yeah, please. I was just going to say that if you could, that'd be awesome. Because I know a few people have got involved and stuff. So.
Yeah, definitely. This one's been a massive effort on a lot of people's part. So, like, I guess biggest thanks has to go to Merida for hooking us up the bike. That was obviously played a big part in making this a lot easier. Also, like American Classic, their wheels ran tough as nuts through the whole weekend. Never a buckle. Has Designs kept the bikes looking cool as well, didn't they? I think everyone had a lot of comments on the decals there, so that was real good. Obviously, Remap Clothing. Those guys, or me and the other guys.
How's it going? Out of pure interest, how's Remap going right now?
It's very good. Some wicked new designs on the way.
Good.
And actually had some good inspiration out here.
Yeah.
Like seeing lots of different stuff and lots of different people. I've had some cool inspiration. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled.
Awesome.
But we have got a few new products dropping shortly as well anyway. So just keep checking on the at Remap Clothing Insta Banger page and all that sort of stuff. You'll see. But obviously, Davey, you guys at Hook It.
Yeah, we help as much as we can.
Yeah, because you guys at 35 Bikes sent out some new pads and discs, which are definitely needed here. Burning through disc pads. I don't know. I don't think I've forgotten anyone.
Nah. Joystick Ninjas, obviously. That's pretty much it as far as I'm
standard.
As far as I'm aware.
Standard. Those guys know they're cool.
Yeah, they do. Dope. All right, man. Well, great to catch up.
Been a pleasure.
To the next round, man. How many weeks have we got until the next round? The final.
Finale now is the last/first weekend in September, October. So we've got a bit of time.
Yeah, okay.
5 weeks.
We've got a bit of time, but we're going to be prepped. We're going to have strong hands. We're going to be looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger on that Merida.
Ripped.
Yeah, bro.
I'll have forgotten leg day, so I'll be like little skinny sticks on the bottom, but absolutely stacked up top. Well, I should say, the latest episode of EWS or Bust, that'll be out probably Wednesday, I reckon. So keep your eyes peeled on all the normal channels, YouTube, on the Remap page and Hook It page.
Really
all this
too, man. I'm so excited every time I see it on the front page of Pink Bike.
Yeah, this one's got some cool stuff as well, from like messing around and things as well.
And
so
if anyone out there listens,
in
like from Pink Bike too, mega props for doing that. It's really appreciated. And anyone else who keeps reaching out, I know I always bang on about it, and I do annoy myself, but it means a lot when people reach out and say they're looking forward to listening to the episode or they enjoyed it and stuff like that. So again, if you do have any questions or anything and you want them covered, just bang them over. Like, even if we have to do something in the middle, we'll catch up and do something about training or whatever. Just bang them over.
Yeah, I was thinking this. We could do some like private ear pointers or something in between somewhere. Yeah. Well, we'll have a chat about that.
We will. All right.
Wicked.
Right,
all right,
you
everyone.
Enjoy your day. You're in bike paradise and I'm keeping you. Go have fun.
All right. Will do. All right, guys. Catch up later.
Peace. Bye.
Bye.